What if the world's most beloved children's show was actually born from a fatal tragedy? We all know them as the adorable duo, but the origins of Masha and the bear are far more sinister than you've been led to believe. There are shadows lurking within that cozy forest cabin that point to a disturbing truth. While the global hit was inspired by literature, the source material is deeply unsettling. To uncover the truth, we have to peel back the layers of 3 different versions of this story. And with each one, the tragedy becomes clearer. In the modern series, we meet a high-spirited 4-year-old girl wandering the Russian wilderness alone. We know the setting thanks to the Cyrillic text scattered throughout her world. Masha is a whirlwind of chaos. She's so loud and intrusive that her mere presence sends the local wildlife running for cover. After roaming the woods, she stumbles upon a cottage that looks like a ranger's outpost. Being a curious child, she begins prying into every single corner. Little does she know the owner is approaching. This isn't just a wild animal. He's a retired performer who spent his life under the big top of a circus. Initially, the bear is actually intimidated by Masha. He tries everything to evict his tiny intruder, but she's relentless. Eventually, he loses the battle of wills and an unlikely friendship is born. It sounds like a heartwarming family tale, right? Well, the legend that inspired it is anything but sweet. In the original Russian folk tale, Masha lives in a quiet village with her grandparents. Her days are spent foraging for mushrooms and berries. One afternoon, she begs her grandfather to let her join her friends in the woods. He agrees, but with a chilling warning. Beware the great bear, and whatever you do, do not wander off alone. Masha promises to be careful, but the lure of the forest is too strong. She gets separated, loses her way, and begins screaming for help. That's when she finds the cabin. Thinking she's found a savior, she steps inside, only to be met by the very beast her grandfather warned her about. The bear is furious. He tells Masha she is now his prisoner. Her new life consists of endless chores, cooking and cleaning, under the threat of death. Days turn into weeks. She begs for her freedom, but the bear's response is always the same: obey or die. Desperate, Masha hatches a plan involving strawberry pies. She tells the bear she needs to send a gift to her family. The bear refuses to let her leave, but offers to deliver the basket himself. Masha tricks him, claiming she'll climb the tallest tree to watch him and make sure he doesn't eat the treats. As the bear steps outside to check the weather, Masha climbs into the basket herself. The bear returns, heaves the heavy load onto his back, and sets off. Exhausted, he tries to sneak a pie, but Masha's voice echoes from inside the basket, mimicking a distant shout from a tree. Terrified he's being watched, he keeps moving. Just as he reaches the village, the local dogs catch his scent and give chase. In the chaos, Masha leaps from the basket and reunites with her grandfather. The bear kept his word, but the story remained a grim cautionary tale for Russian children about the lethality of the wild. But why was this story created? It goes back to a horrifying real-life case from 1820. In a small Russian province, a traveling circus arrived. Young Masha was obsessed with bears and couldn't wait for the show. But when the performance didn't feature any, she was devastated. While her parents were preoccupied, the 4-year-old slipped away to the animal pens. She saw a massive bear behind bars and, in her innocence, thought it was a friendly pet. She found a key, turned the lock, and opened the cage. By the time the circus hands heard the screams and rushed in with their tools, it was too late. The predator had already claimed its victim. This tragedy became a national legend, eventually evolving into the book and the show we see today. But remember those hidden secrets in the bear's cabin. If you look closely at the background of the animated series, the bear's walls are covered in circus trophies and awards. This is the ultimate confirmation. The bear in the cartoon is the same circus bear from the tragedy, now living out a quiet, repentant life with the girl he was once destined to destroy. The next time you see Masha causing chaos in that little cottage, look at those trophies on the wall. They aren't just background art, they're a bridge between a colorful cartoon and a dark historical tragedy. Whether the creators meant it as a tribute or a warning, the connection is impossible to ignore. But what do you think? Is the bear a symbol of redemption? Or is the show just a way to rewrite a story that was originally too painful to tell? Let me know your theories in the comments. I read every single one. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the shadows of your favorite animations, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to Retro Frames. We're peeling back the layers on the shows that shaped us, one secret at a time.